There we go. Okay, that's better. That's a lot better. Okay. Hello. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome to the stream. Let me, do stuff. Okay, let me go grab the Scott. Get him ready for the stream. Give him a call. Hellos.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm really good, actually.
That's good. Hello, Dodger Dial. Welcome back. Last time, an Ace Attorney, Edgeworth wasn't a murderer. Yay! Twice he wasn't a murderer.
Even though he thought he was the second time.
Yeah, he thought he was the second time. But then it was found out it was Von Karma, the prosecutor himself. What a twist. And we got to cross-examine a parrot, which is the best part.
Yes, we got to make the judge. We got to mock the judge. It was fun.
Yes.
Kind of deserved, though, for the judge being like, "Yes, Mr. Von Karma, you totally run the courtroom" during the first half of the trial.
Yeah. Then the judge grew some balls and was like, "Nah, this is my courtroom."
And you, Mr. Karma, are more than a little sus.
Yeah, you pretty sus. But now it's the end of that trial, and Maya, our little assistant, she went back to the mountains to practice being a medium. So yeah, we don't have her right now. So this is like a little extra thing. I think it's supposed to promote like another game in the series, I think. I don't remember.
Is there like a spin-off from
well, there's like other
or something?
Yeah, there's other games besides just these 3 games.
Okay.
There's quite a few actually, which I just recently hacked my 3DS. And I have all the games besides one because it was never translated. So yay! Fun.
Fan patch feels bad.
Yeah. Luckily, I think I got all the ones that I really wanted. Because, I'm on like an Ace Attorney like group thing. Or like I follow it. And they're saying like, make sure to hack your 3DS so you get the best Ace Attorney game, which I don't know which one that is. But I'm assuming it's not these 3, and it's not. They made another remake set, which I haven't played. I think of another 3 games, I think. I don't remember. But I'll have to get that at some point. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, let me bring up the screen for Scott here, maybe. Hello? Why is it?
Screen.
Hold on. And then... Okay, there it is. That was weird. Boop. Okay. There's that, and then go to the game save for stream on here. There we go. Looks pretty good. You can see it, Scott?
Yep.
Cool. Alright. Let us continue with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. Get it? Because he's a phoenix. He's a phoenix. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Which I kind of saw. I like played the. I didn't like play it. Like I started the chapter, and the intro part is different, a little different than what the ones before were like. Because usually it shows the murder happening. Kind of. Okay.
So we're totally left in the dark this time.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing. I was just like, oh, this is different style. Like, it's much more animated. Like this part. More objection, yeah. Oh! Oh! 2 murders? Oh? That's a person.
Shadowy figure.
Mm-hmm.
With a big nose.
Mm-hmm. Oh. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Wright & Co. law offices. Even though it's not Wright & Co. anymore, just Wright.
Yeah, because Mia's gone.
Do you think the victim got the point? I think so. What'd you say, Scott?
The victim got the point?
Yeah.
Is that what your person? Okay.
Yes, that's what.
Okay. Alright. But I don't understand how Wright got his name on the law office when he is like a junior attorney who didn't really take any cases at all.
Because it was Mia's before.
Oh, Mia's being nice, huh?
Yeah, so it just makes sense that he would get it because he was like her understudy, basically. Or not understudy, but like his student or her student. He worked under her, so yeah. We're at the office again. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. Phoenix is very depressed, seems like. There you are, finally! Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney Maya Fey.
Defense attorney? What?
Well, yeah, we're defense attorneys, but we're not Maya. Maya's dead.
Oh. Isn't it Mia dead and Maya's?
Oh yeah, Mia. Maya? Because
I thought Maya is the one who's off training and Mia is the one who died. Mia's the angel,
or
the spirit or
Maya? Maya. Mia. Mia. Yeah, it'd be Mia.
Mia confused now.
Because it would be M-I-A, so me, like E, Mia, and then Maya, Maya? 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 I don't know. I usually say Mia and then Maya. Me, my. Okay, whatever. Anyway, even though I think now that I'm thinking about it, it should be Maya? Ma? I don't know. Okay. Oh, you're not Maya Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Maya Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than you're better than nobody. Thanks. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? I mean, that's true, I guess. But I bluffed, like, 50% of the time. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. but please, you have to help. It's my sister. Oh man. Another pair of sisters. Of course, another pair of sisters. Maya? Could it be? She also has a bun, like Maya has. Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. That's still really young. For someone being a scientific investigator, I don't think you can really do that job. Okay. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader?
Okay.
But I'm ready to do my job, at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. Okay, what's the case? So what's this case about? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. Are you sure? So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. Pretty sure that's not? Okay. And there's a witness? Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Maya Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Maya? A scientific investigator, what's that? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. You're 16. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I am developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. No relation to Maya. My sister asked for Maya specifically. This Maya Fey person was a few years below her in school? So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Maya if I ever need a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Maya is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Huh? Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. After that depressing talk, let's go to the detention center. February 22nd, detention center. Visitor's room. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. God, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about?
Oh no, we got talks of raises? Say it ain't so.
Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look. I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in the court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Maya mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Like, fun. Fun. Very, very similar situations. Except she's technically a prosecutor. So, because I think, Von Karma was the head prosecutor, but since he's kinda in jail for murder, I think she took over the position, I think. I don't know. Maybe? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? So, about the case. There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright, well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. Oh my god. It was the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? Again, just like the first case in this game, where there was a witness. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car? A trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. Well, that's just great. Okay, victim? So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you. Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So, you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible. You wouldn't... Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Maya, wasn't she? Relation to Maya. You were in school with Maya, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, didn't she? Did she? You'd think the police and the prosecutors would be on the same side. Well, if she killed somebody, that's a little different, I think. I think they'll take it personally if there's a death in their team. I don't know. Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Maya. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attached. Lana was top of her class in school. Sure.
Intellectually attracted, yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure. I was the best there was. Oh, I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Ray, excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case, none. But Lana, why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say that you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Ray? Yes? I believe our discussion here has ended. The rest, I'll leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can.
She's our client?
Yeah, she's our client now. Alright, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Alright. See you, Lana. Oh, Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. There's a mystery afoot. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having a trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Alright. Let's go to the scene of the crime. Let's see. 5:15 a.m. at a distance sounds like a very reliable sighting. Did they recognize Bigfoot committing murder as well? It'd be dark, that's true. Possibly. We'll see. Although it was like inside, so maybe there were lights on. I don't know. February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. So this is the lot where it all happened? Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you doing? What are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes? I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You're expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Oh yeah, this guy. Partner? This guy. I could do another southern accent, but I gotta do it in a deeper voice. What do we have here? Looks like a Bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall. Of course his name is Marshall. Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me. Look here, Bambina. I know how you feel, but this is my gang's gold strike. See? Strike. This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? You had a long home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Okay, bye. So, I don't remember what his, was that, hombre, a friend of yours? Kind of? Sort of? Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the... Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Alright. Let's look around. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose. Aha, the theory of relativity. What? I've gotta write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity a German? Or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Okay. Okay. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is a real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this. Please, just put it in your pocket. That's very scientific. Just put it in my pocket. Sounds like someone's been drinking the cactus juice. Yeah.
That was in his canteen?
Yeah, probably cactus juice.
I was gonna say, otherwise he's drinking on the job.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe just Pepto-Bismol. How is that scientific? Scientific. Sounds like a theft to me. Sounds like theft to me. Foldable wallet found at the crime scene. There seems to be something inside. What's inside? I'm called to duty already and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can see she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. Alright. Oh, right. I think they're introducing some stuff that's going to be for the next game. You have to be sure to examine the evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. So now... Whoa! Oh, look! I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of enter. Right? Okay, just open it. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Somebody watches too much CSI. Yeah. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. So can I look at the... Okay, so I don't have the wallet anymore. I just have that. Okay. Door? Look, a door. This must mean something. I don't think it really means anything, but okay. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? A ladder. Aha, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference in scientific terms, please? I think this happened in the first case too, where we said it's a ladder, and Maya's like, technically, that's a step ladder. Or, that's a step ladder. So that's why I think when Wright saw it, it was like, he said it was a step ladder. What's the difference in scientific terms, please? Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow, yeah.
She's got that Maya little sister energy.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
A phone. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure? What is she babbling about? Yeah, babbling. Blech. Hey, what did you just say? See? You can hear just fine. The phone's broken. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Great. Sound tanks? An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Yes, you are. Very suspicious. Alright. A. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. That's what we've been doing. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. Oh, he's back. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. God, scary. Could you just let us, tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle? Please. No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prosecutor's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self. Look up victuals. Saloon. Cervez? For cerveza? Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. Oh dang it, I want to look at more stuff. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right. Great. Okay, can I keep looking over here? Great, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me, were you two all set? Us? Who's here? Oh, this lady. What's this? She can be. You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks? And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area's off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passerbys. Are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone, even in my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. So she's the witness. Secrets? That's not in the trunk. I thought they said she put him in the trunk. Yeah, I thought it was in the trunk. I don't know. Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of the detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. She means it.
Oh man, is this another extremely dependable witness, like in all the Ace Attorney games?
Of course. Very...
Super dependable?
Yeah. Absolutely no flaws in her testimony.
Oh, okay. Good. Glad to hear it.
Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the few misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequality. Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for a king of prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in her car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. What you witness? So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? So it was a bad lunch that made her hallucinate, sure. It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Sky wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of a crime? Sure you did. The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Sky? Of course. It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunch boxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels late. That's not what she meant. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the prosecutor's name? Chief prosecutor's name. Can we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches here are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite's lunch set. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analyst. Not. Okay, prosecutor's office. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past? That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough up, Queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Okay. Let me examine more. Can I? No, I can't go over by the car again. Damn it.
Wait, did you miss something?
Well, there was like stuff on the floor that I saw, but I guess we're not allowed to go there. So we gotta go to the High Prosecutor's office. February 22nd. High Prosecutor's office, room 1202. Wonder who the High Prosecutor is.
Wouldn't be Edgeworth.
Not possible.
No way.
No way.
He isn't a recurring character or anything.
Yeah, no, it's not like all the things in this room are same color as his infamous jacket or anything.
And it's practically a picture of his jacket up in the left-hand corner.
This is like a fancier version though, because it didn't have like all this gold stuff.
Yeah, I guess. It doesn't have like that frilly collar neck piece. But...
yeah, it has the collar and stuff in this color, but it didn't have like this middle part here. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. It's Edgeworth.
Dun, dun, dun.
Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah, Mr. Edgeworth? You know him from somewhere. Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once, and Wright, her sister, is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. Ooh.
He's not wrong, but he's
Edgy.
also tsundere.
He's so tsundere. So good. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Right here. He... Sure, blame it me. Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder. A body was found in this nasty, bright red sports car in the parking lot. Wonder whose car is that? New person. Real Sora. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Nice to meet you. We get to see Edgeworth. I love Edgeworth. He's the best. Body was found in this nasty, bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? Nice to meet you too, thank you. Hope you like Ace Attorney, because that's what I'm playing. What? Your car? I'll say one thing. She certainly can scream. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. So the body was found in your car? Go ahead and say it, right? You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble helped me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. No.
You're saying that to the prosecutor, but okay.
The whole point is we're trying to get your sister called innocent.
I'm not walking up to the prosecutor going, hey, my sister stabbed the dude and shoved him in your trunk.
Yeah. Of course, it's his car. It just screams, pay attention to me. Yeah. Poor Reggie. Not enough attention. He needs all the attention. He's a sad boy. He's sad boy. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. I'm this guy. Didn't you say you met him? He must not remember. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. Oh, snap. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'm being the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? Oh boy. Hey Edgeworth, how you doing? To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle that I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's got to be a story behind that one. Oh, this guy. Chief Prosecutor Skye. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? What? Of course, it's the same color as like everything of his.
Wow.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Yeah, because that looks like a survival kind of knife thing.
Not going to lie, there should definitely be some conflicts of interest in this case. Edgeworth should not be the prosecutor when his knife in his car is used in the murder.
Yeah,
There's no way.
that seems a little weird.
Just a lot of weird.
Edgeworth, what? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Okay. Can I show him this? Ask him about this guy. Hey, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright, huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? Sigh. I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. I mean, you're already pretty depressed. So, yeah. So 2 prosecutors will take the fall for 1 murder, maybe. Okay, let's look around a bit here. Look at that shield trophy thing. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that. I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Great. Okay, can I look at it again? So, that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of this shield broken off? Look at this couch. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pours over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? Okay.
Girl's your spirit animal. Daydreaming about Edgeworth.
I don't, like... It's a very specific thing to be daydreaming about, but okay. Sure. Do we know anyone who doesn't like prosecutors by chance? Yes, we do. We just met her. Not that long ago. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual one. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, alright. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? Nope.
Yes.
Wendy Oldbag. I don't think so. Oh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Oh, those can't be Edgy's flowers. They're not red. True. The pot is red. And it has, like, the thing. Like,
It's a real thing.
That's actually really funny. Because I think this is more for, like, New Year's, I think, with, like, the bamboo. I think it's, like, a New Year's, like, decoration thing. I don't know. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. A nice desk, easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe he'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Yeah, probably don't do that. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Nothing's wrong. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Yeah. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. I'd say she'd probably think the same, so. Oh wait, look at the window. Whoa, what a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. Thanks. I'm going to steal from the prosecutor. Yes, that's a great plan if you want to go hang out with your sister. Okay. Go back. Can I... Knife. Okay. Okay. Now, well, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Okay. Can we talk about this? So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works. Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Okay. Tell me more. Day of crime. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transfer. Wiping your hands off of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and rewards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. Right. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Parking. Edgeworth parking stub added to the court record. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What's right? I'd appreciate if you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, this guy. Excuse me, but Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Skye? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Skye, sir. No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. Oh, I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your... Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins. Take a report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Ooh. This officer reminds me of Rock Lee from Naruto. He does remind me of Rock Lee. Whimper. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains, and good luck. So was Gumshoe. Right. Yes, sir. He caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. Okay, let's go to the police department. Do I go here first? And then can I... Yeah, because this is part of where the prosecutor's office stuff is. So now we can leave. February 22nd, Police Department entrance. Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. Police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know, this is the blue badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow? Forget the blue badger, who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger? Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Sure you are. Dancing with the badger. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Well, why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana's guy's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister. Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voice down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Investigation. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into the criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. Is there anything else you could be doing? Chief Release himself is directing this investigation battle, and Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Okay. Can I show him some stuff? Detective Gumshoe, can you tell me about this? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it into the police. People like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, I'm a mistake. But didn't you work together with him in the criminal? Whoa, now I remember. Gumshoe's great. Now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim.
Bruce Goodman?
Yeah, Bruce Goodman.
The detective, right?
Yeah. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Goodman now? Yeah, okay. So this ID card belonged to the victim? It was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be laying on the ground where we found it? Yeah, a weird spot. Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that chief prosecutor's guy called him out there into the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Okay. Can I show him the knife? Okay, so he's talking about both of them. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife. What would drive Chief Prosecutor's guy to do such a thing? Oh, wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Shield thingy? Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Sure you do. Congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. You don't know. Apparently, he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the murder of the rumors. Oh, no, I didn't want to. Oh, wait, I can look at this. At this. Oh, I can look at. Okay, look at this. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on here. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. Guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it. Well, whatever he's from, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does kinda have a ring to it. Yeah. Okay. I figured I could do that. And check out the knife. Very nice knife. Very stabby. Very good. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Can we look at this? We can't look at this. Okay, let's look at it, I guess. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in the whole affair. Perhaps. It just goes to show you, you never know what will happen when you run a yellow light. Sure. Okay. So can I show... Wait, I think I already showed... Yeah, I showed those. Okay, I already did that. I did that one. This one gonna be... Is this one gonna be like the same, just with like the knife thing in? Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's go back, let's examine around. I always get excited when I come to the police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals? Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. I was wondering about that. What? The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. Of course he made the dancing thing. You made this, Detective Gumshoe. Chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so like it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. Poor blue badger, fated to dance until he drops. Yes, that is evidence. Look at that patrolman, is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I say, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard, I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. They ship them. They ship these two random people. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. Pretty sure that's not right, but okay. A panda.
Scientifically, definitely.
Not that I have any scientific proof. It's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or do they not have those at your zoo? That's true. Banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think that's the kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. I don't know, maybe. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in the action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Okay. I think we can go... Oh no, we go back this way. I think we go back to... Edgeworth. No? No, not to Edgeworth. Do we talk to you? No, let's go back. Wait. Let's go back here. Let's show him the detective. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better. Okay, so no. Okay, so now that doesn't help. Okay. Let's go back here. I don't think I didn't really show her anything. Just take a look at this. Okay, so she doesn't. That has nothing to do with the badger. Okay, so no, I don't think she's helpful with this. So I think we need to go to the detention center? No. Okay. I don't think you're gonna be able to help. So I guess I do have to talk to this lady? Okay, no. Let's just go through everything, I guess. Oh, okay, wait, never mind. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady, why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Okay, so now that didn't help. No, I didn't want to do that. Something on here I need to look at? Oh, it did. A name and number, ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID, okay. Wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. They're like the reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID, YAB, yeah, bad, ab. See, wouldn't that be better? Yeah, bad? Ab? Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point, teehee. It doesn't take much to amuse her. Okay, so that's not particularly helpful with me.
Backwards?
No, not present. I just want to look at... Okay. Was there anything I needed to talk to Gumshoe about? Oh yeah, network troubles. He's in a tough spot. Again. Yeah, you know, being tried for murder twice. Well, it started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. No, really, everything started with the death of his freaking dad. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, Val, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing about Wright, but there were always whispering rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, they're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, Val. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know? Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, just let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Okay, cool. So we need that. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there. Nobody will look at you twice, pal. Okay, so I needed that. Go back to the parking lot. Take a sip, because I'm thirsty. Delicious. Okay, February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to get going back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. So her boyfriend, I'm assuming. Oh, still here. Hello. Why, the surprised looks. Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in the criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Oh, she had multiple boyfriends. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Dogs aren't herds? That's not the correct, okay. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Let's just go ahead and do this thing. Oh. Hey, look here. It looks like there's something been crossed out. Maybe it was a Letter something Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus $20. I think a couple zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. That's fair. Okay. Present. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. Maybe we investigate. Gumshoe? That old cow dog. You holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think you just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe, better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. But thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective for hire? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self. Police investigators are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Captain Gumshoe letter. Okay. I don't think I ever investigated that, so that was new. $20. Of course it is. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy? He's there now. Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Thank you. Due to blood loss. Death due to blood loss, one knife wound. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Okay. So I already found a problem with our witness's testimony. She said there was a rhythmic sound of the stabbing, but he was only stabbed once. Can't really make a rhythm with just one sound, like one just hit. So that doesn't really add up. Okay. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They barely worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman was a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't come to do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out, they shoot you for that, Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping my eye out in the meantime. You're not short-handed. Because literally Gumshoe was just hanging in front of a freaking police department. Doesn't make sense. That's odd, though. Yeah, I should probably go say something. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. Yeah, he was just dancing with the badger. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. I mean, you're not wrong. But maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, huh? Maybe? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of this cow run by order of the chief of police. Just, he didn't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Okay.
I think it's...
Can we talk about this? Okay, so no. He's... Nothing about that. 10:12 p.m. The prosecutor's bright red steed came in like a trot. Real slow like. Trot? My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later, so it seems the chief prosecutor was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. I mean, that's kinda obvious. A toy shield suits the boy well. What exactly could you shoot with that? A toy knight, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. That's not surprising. You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. Knife? Okay, no. Nothing with the knife. What's that? Some sort of police passport. This is, Detective Goodman's ID card, strangely enough. We found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this rat hole. If you want distance, get yourself to Texas. You're from California, or LA. You're from LA. He keeps talking to like...
He doesn't care. He likes Texas.
Texas. This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. But he's not a detective, he's a patrolman. Okay, I'm gonna look at the crime scene now. Thank you very much.
Friend over here really likes to trim his beard with a knife. It looks like he's good with knives.
It looks like it. But he's also being a cowboy. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are regulated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright.
Because Mr. Wright's gonna be a hamburger dude at that point? Is this how this works?
Apparently. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Okay, cell phone. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analyst would suggest this belongs to the victim. I can't think of anyone else that it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yes, check it out, please. Right. Let's check it out. Okay. Oh, okay, we're just doing it automatically, thanks. Open it. Hey. This phone's still on the redial screen? Redial. Mr. Wright. Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It just, you know, you never know when with people you're from your generation. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Okay. Can I move this? Okay. Okay, there's nothing else to look at. Sure. Is there really nothing else with it? Why is it automatic? I'm like, just do it faster. Okay, so it's just gonna open it again. Okay. Oh. That's not what I meant to do. God damn it. Trying to figure out how to freaking move the stupid cursor thing. Like, how do I move this? Oh, gosh dang it, I keep pressing, like, the right mouse button and, like, that exits out of the thing. But clearly I still need to look at it. Okay. I need to just, like, use the left mouse button. Okay, open it up. Okay. Okay. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Great. Beep. Hey, that song. I know that. Hey, what's going on over here? Beep. Ah, oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed me down on that phone, didn't you? Oh, well, yeah. Whose phone is this, anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? It's my sister's? I mean, you said it sounded familiar. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I had a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. The wrong number. Right. It's not a coincidence. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. So it called me. Great. Or we might have, like, the same, phone number for the office. I think. B-Block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lynchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Isn't that cannibalism? Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Right. Okay. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Which was worth. Quite a luxury car, it just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Body thing. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid out it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. No. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Oh, chunk. Okay. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort? 6-75 12/2? Wait.
That's what it looks like.
Wait,
now.
no. Wait, is it upside down? Because
How
2/21 would be the day of the murder. And there would be SL-9.
The twos are ambiguous. The way that they're written, there's no curve on the top, or there's no, like, you know how when you write a 2 and you curve down to the bottom and then you do the flat line at the bottom?
Mm.
That makes it so that you can discern if it's upside down or not.
Yeah.
There's no, like, rigid line on those twos, so you can read them up or down.
Yeah, but like 2/21 was the day of the murder, February 21st. So then this is something related to that day, which is like SL-9, which could be a name of a case, another case. Because DL6, so this is SL-9. However, they organized their crimes. Which Gumshoe said that he was, the detective, was getting rid of an old case, or like organizing it. Okay.
Could it also be maybe the license plate number of Edgeworth's vehicle? Maybe.
I think it's a case name though, because like DL6, DL/6 or -6.
Yeah, I guess that makes
So
sense.
SL-9. That's in the same pattern as the other case, like how they organize cases. It sounds like.
Yeah, it's written in the same format.
Yeah. Look, something's written on it. It's upside down, obviously, because it's supposed to be like, oh, that's the top, but it's definitely not. And we know it was from Goodman, or like, at least this paper was from Goodman. So I think this is has to do with the case thing that he was putting away. So yeah, they're reading it wrong. You're right. Let's see, 67S 1202 /2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self: for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Well, I do, because I'm smart. And I play Danganronpa, where it's like, you just have to flip everything around.
Or just throw it in a mirror or something.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's everything over this way. So let me go back over. Where'd he go?
Like the Wild West theme.
Oh wait, I need to go back.
Mr. Marshall's here.
Yeah, I need to go. Yeah, talk about him. About Lana. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? That's correct, but there's a goldmine of evidence against her. And the prosecutor tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid you're suspended aside, Bombita. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bombina. How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prosecutor's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here. But who? Office atmosphere. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, till he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to the source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't wrestle all of these cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What are you saying? What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there'd be bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings? What? Oh. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? Oh yeah, it is. That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. Oh, it was her phone. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Telephone update. Okay. So she called her sister a couple minutes after murder, but apparently she hung up. Detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here? To be continued. Alright, so that is the first Day investigating, I guess. Let's go. Time for
The only reason Lana would say that she did it is either she feels guilty regarding something involved in it, or she's trying to protect somebody.
which would probably be like Edgeworth. Or something else. We don't know yet.
No, we don't.
Because we still got a lot to learn. February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there were still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me. No matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, Sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me of a lot of Maya. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Alright. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Now she's in with us too. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Great. We have a 16-year-old helping us.
What could go wrong?
February 23rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Here we are again. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Leneth Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. Personal feelings? Oh, man. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment is to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. The judge is like, wait a minute. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. The cough-up queen. There she is. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. Judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir? Did you order the fingerprints lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor.
How professional.
Just can't. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled topeka. What the heck does pickled topeka taste like? Tapioca. Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. At least it makes more sense for her to be defiant because she doesn't like prosecutors. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Read up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Starr was a detective? Ah, I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. That's why she was called that.
Somebody with a grudge, maybe?
Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. Block A is for the prosecutor's office personnel. Block B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep the visitors from taking up prosecutor's space, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot 4, please enter the courtroom. Thank you. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr. But, Judge... Wait, are they talking about me? Yes. Yes, they are. Unfortunately for you. Okay, witness's account. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Though through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garnished car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then, she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Okay, wait, but how should she get over to apparently apprehend the... Okay, whatever.
No, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think I have to do a couple of pressing on the certain statements. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Is that a Monty Python reference?
Yes, it's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Alright. What does this account? Let's just press on everything. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. Wait, now present. Press correct. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic appearance of crime. No, you don't respect prosecutors. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted, yeah. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Ooh. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well, you may continue, Miss Starr. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. This boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying.
Yeah.
Security guard in the lot in a block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunches by car? Lunchbox by car. Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I said something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. You said something, so you're saying you had a premeditation of the murder. Like, words work with me. It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes, it was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. Young cheese? The judge is very confused by all these food-related things. A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then it must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tact. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. Why are we talking about food? In any case, there, in the lot, I have found something stirring in the back of my mind. Through the fire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor sitting next to a garnished car. By garnished car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. But Mr. Edgeworth's. Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, are you sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. She's telling the truth. We're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I may be regulated to lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Camera. A photograph? Who took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflex took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. Suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. Ooh. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Uh-oh, this is unmistakably Lana Sky. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Chief Prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Okay, perhaps, I guess. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that is about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg-salad surprise set. You can testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Then she starts the pointing tip of the knife into Dr. Goodman's chest. Okay. Tell me the core why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike now. The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late. Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Mrs. Sar's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Just don't smile like that. Okay. Can I check? Okay. Did I sense something? Perhaps it was my family home activity. But what if I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garnished car? The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Floor plans. Because there's an issue with part of the thing, but it doesn't. I don't know. So it has nothing to do with that. No prints. I think this, because no, dang it. No, okay. Okay. And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife? As I've already said, yes. I swear to my finest summons for lunch. Because why didn't she take a picture while she was stabbing?
You heard, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is this guy not holding a knife? Oh, right. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood spatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph. Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? Arg, you got a better idea? Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you'll order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, those are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Why? Oh, hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Those gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Miss Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr says me. Okay, so I'm pretty failing. What do we do? Is Miss Sister okay? Okay. Where's I know that goes through that. Do they? No, okay, I don't know. Do I use the picture for something else? Okay, it has to be this. Under his plan, never goes to sleep, right? Maybe the knife? Yeah. Because if it was premeditated, why wouldn't she bring her own weapon? Exactly. Witness, do you know what this is? Oh, you're trying to test me. I sell lunchboxes for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor here there? Defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? Who brought their kid here? This is a murder trial. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you say that Lana Sky planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me, though gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh. The knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Whoa! Order, order, order! Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Right. I believe this next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. Oh, damn.
Oh, my man.
Now Edward's here with the jokes. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tides have turned. Oh no, he's reading our mind. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah, the prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. Defendant Lana Sky murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... God, I get it. I believe I'd like to hear her testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. Ooh. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. I can read, I swear. Okay. Lana's guy intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge a knife in and again. Okay, yeah, plunge a knife in again and again. Yeah, that's wrong, because it only stabbed once. I pointed that out earlier. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like a premeditation, doesn't it? So, if I ordered a pizza, does it mean I'm planning to kill a delivery boy? Just in any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. I mean, that's kind of true. Okay. So, I already know. Again, that is incorrect. Based on the autopsy. Oh! You say she stabbed him again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under your feet as we wait, Miss Star. Oh. See, Edward's still kind of like on our side, or like is trying to find out who actually did it. Because even he was like, no, I'm pretty sure you just messed up your testament or your statement. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha! You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? Because I pointed it out? Well, witness. Oh. You've got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks? I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood. When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood on her breast. The jacket. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Right. Tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. What was that? Okay, something like came up for a second on my screen. I'm like, what the hell was that? Go away thing. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. She's talking about the jacket. But you can't really see it because it's black and white. You can't tell what it is. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. Oh my, Edward's just stealing the show from us. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or a muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. Oh, right, 'cause she, like, normally wears a scarf. Like, profiles. You can kind of see it there. She usually wears a scarf.
Mm-hmm.
But in the picture that we see here, no scarf. The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be! Only a professional lunch lady can be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you've finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver? Chopped liver? But it was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us the entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness, continued your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? That she saw the murder. The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Okay. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side, this thing. I quickly caught her, explained to her her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. Okay. You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. I mean, pretty sure everybody is. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Wow. Okay. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you will. Okay, so after the murder, suspect intended to run behind. Okay. I quickly caught her, but how did you get past the chain link fence? So let me press this first. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details? Yes. I'd like to see that on this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The lunchland car was in B side. She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed murder from here? That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing, the cover queen and lunch lady athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high too. Okay, so you could get over the top. So how did Miss Guy not get away? That is a good question. She mentioned the muffler. Let's arrest her on the spot. No, okay, I was like, maybe. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. Yes, and answers. Question, I guess, question. She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard from her say was the word muffler. Just that one word. So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She couldn't mean... asked Rebecca. By phone, do you mean the cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. Oh, the court doesn't seem to see, Miss Starr. Chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. So near the car there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order. So she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing. Whatever happened to a good testifying? Should, of course, add this to your testimony. Okay. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Okay. I saw it all, how she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. But then she would have gone in front of the security room. Like, wouldn't that be really bad? Pressing. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? I was going to ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Okay. So she's just saying this part again. The prosecutor stopped the veteran at the partition. She picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. She pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. So she climbed over the thing. During that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this. What is it, Miss Wright? She may escape, but against how she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. No, man, I'm not doing good at this case. I'm going to mess this up. Can I save? Is that a possibility thing? Yeah, I can save. Cool, great, thanks. You don't do that. Thanks. Thanks so much. Okay. She tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. I think it's this. Or wait. Oh, no, not that. Yeah, okay. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarried by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You, who together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Ooh. Well, Miss Starr.
Somebody's mad.
This is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You say you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, oh right, because it wouldn't have blocked the car. And this, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. Oh right, because of the partition. Okay. Right. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Order. What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. Oh, snap. Gah. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you allow me a question. Tell exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about, what she saw? Where she saw it? The order of events. There.
I would say where she saw it, because if she was around that corner or whatever and she didn't have vision of the crime,
Yeah.
she couldn't have seen it.
This guy tried to
So I
use.
guess-
Oh,
So I guess she could have also lied about what she saw too.
yeah.
Because if she lied about what she saw, then she couldn't have known.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to be. Oh, right. It's not that important that she used the emergency phone. Witness to lie. I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Guy using the emergency phone. It would mean that she was actually on A side. Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. Right. A different location. Now that's pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to your clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard up until now points in one direction. The place from where Miss Star witnessed this crime was here. She would have been over by the security room. Probably. No? I was wrong. Oh wait, no. This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room? Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. So it's like above this part here. Above the door, so you can like see down. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor, because there's cars here, and this spot, she wouldn't have seen the phone. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime in the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, right? Well, Miss Star, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think the tables could be turned. Today a man has got the better of Angel Star. Oh, snap. Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense. She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't have changed anything. Actually, it would have, because she wouldn't have seen the murder. It makes the how she took the photo weird. Alright. Exactly. This photograph tells all. But how did she take the photo from if she was in the security guard room? This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. The truth still stands. No, it doesn't. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. I don't know. Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review that and what we know. Miss Star witnessed the crime from a security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference. But what? What could change? The angel of the view, yeah. Yeah, how she viewed it. Well, the angle in which she saw the crime occur would change. The angle? How do you mean? What do you mean? Well, security guard station is on the second floor, and, she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime? And this is important, why? Because of the photo. What? Perhaps you'd like to reconsider, Mr. Wright. What? No, I messed up. Hold on. Okay, wait. She saw it in a clip. Skip. Skippity skip. Okay. Where she saw the crime. In there. And skippity skip. Skip. Okay. Into another savey. Again. Okay. Try this again. Okay. Okay, saved a little too soon. Yeah, no. Save again, because that was a lot of their talking that they did. Finish that. Okay. So that was what her reason was. Okay. Okay. Distance to the crime? It changed the distance between her and the scene of a crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. Yes it would. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of a crime. Miss Star, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you rested in the sky? Well, witness, you... Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. Oh. There was a dog in my room.
Oh, does he want to go outside?
Yeah, they might need to go outside. Hold on, let me finish this up, puppy. I was bringing PB&J lunch with a fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station as I waited, so I waited. I witnessed crime from the glass-walled station. Yes, there's stairs. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running toward the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Then how'd you get in? Oh wait, I think there's maybe a way. Oh, this would have taken her fucking forever. That's why I had to go to the visitor's parking lot and play B block. That's quite a detour. And then she would have to climb over the fence. Probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime, but wait. How would she know to go there? Like, again, how would she have seen the... I guess because she was above, but... It would have taken her forever. I don't know. Okay, well, I'm gonna take the dog outside real quick. He needs to go outside. So, BRB for a second. Must let the doggo outside. Okay. I am back. Here, fix my chair. Ooh, fix my chair. Alright. You back, Scott?
Yup.
Alright. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of crime. 5 minutes? That seems a little weird. This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defense chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point. The stainless spork is a wonderful invention. Not really, it's kind of garbage. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? I do, I think, because of the phone. If he died at 5:15, but the phone call was at 5:18? Yeah, I think, okay. 5 minutes between the witness of the missing murder and the rest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente. I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Skye dwelled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yuck. Yeah, that seems like a long time to be waiting around. Well, then it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant, and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. But that was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Okay, so we're getting another witness. Oh, hold it. Oh, she ain't done. She ain't done yet. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? Oh, Edward, you got the squid wheels. That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take the defense's team's leftovers. Anything else to say? Oh. I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo, a triple decker. Judge, you're being bribed.
No kidding.
Oh, the difference to the witness's determination. I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the lunchline motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time?
Doesn't sound right. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox?
I don't know. I should have mentioned this those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch decisive evidence needs. Again, Edward's gonna be like, what the fuck? Witness, what is the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. 3 in forensics, jeez. In any case, Your Honor, I can accept this as evidence. Oh, what? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective, as I mentioned previously. This shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensic department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Phoenix doesn't know anything. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You can at least study some evidence law, really. Yeah, really, I should. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you in this. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Sure. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Okay. Let's see. Shitlow wasn't looking at the crime scene, and now the shoe. Nobody's up. Okay, let's press on this. And you found this shoe at the scene of a crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with the shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunch boxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next. 2 types of blood. Okay. So you brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit anything as evidence in court, you need it proved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by forensic experts. And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman? As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. Okay. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Okay. You can't say for sure the blood belonging to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie. Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types: A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. It's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types of names with all the blood tests out there, which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear. Yeah. That's pretty specific, yeah. And she would know because she's actually studying that. If I had a little more time, I would have got DNA test results. Okay, so DNA takes longer. But they said there's a very little doubt it could be anyone's but Miss Lana Sky's. So suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. Wait, that was the shoe for the victim. Okay. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. The shoe proves it flawlessly scientific evidence. Is it? Can I look at the shoe? I can't look at the shoe. Okay. Oh wait, no. I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay. But why is there blood under the shoe? If, like, it would... Blood spatter on the top makes sense. He got stabbed. But why would there be blood under his shoe if he was, like, dying? Ah, there's blood here too. On the sole of the shoe? It's got to be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. All this blood. It's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. Yeah. What about this one too? This blood, it's my sister's, right? Appears so. Anna's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. Okay. It's flawless, decisive evidence. Okay, so that's correct, but I don't... Because there's blood on the bottom. No? No? Dang it. Dang it. Okay. Dang it. Okay. Nope, that's not it. No. That's not it. I'm pressing on it. Okay, there's that. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your clients. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with the shoe? I do. A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's? Yes. Okay, there is a problem. Okay, there we go. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. Okay. Bottom of the shoe. Bottom of the shoe. Yeah. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie, or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. So I don't know where this goes. You know, this is fine. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of the shoe? Because
you would have had to have stepped in it.
Yeah.
Afterwards. So if she was committing the murder and she was standing right in front of him and she stabbed him, then the blood would spatter on top of the shoe. She wouldn't be able to step in it necessarily unless she like backtracked or something.
I'm just trying to figure out. I think it's this evidence. Nothing else would make sense, I feel like. Yeah? What? I'm guessing your shoe has blood on it too, and you shot yourself in the foot. Ag. Feel like okay. No, not that. Okay. Did I just use the shoe again? Okay, no. So then it has to be the picture of her? Okay, yeah, the picture. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Oh. That's stupid. Can you even... Oh, you can see the floor. Okay. Yeah, there's no blood on the floor. Yeah, there's no blood. Okay. Okay, makes sense. Okay. When were there any bloody footprints found on the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Nah. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Oh, shit.
Well,
Order, order, order. Well, witness? What? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Because the murder didn't happen in the parking lot. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I mean, yeah, I'm not technically a detective. I'm just an attorney. I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. Chief Prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman raw. I thought that was a strange thing for the morally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water. Oh, shit. So I couldn't clean off the blood, I guess. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean. Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason alone. To erase the blood stains that would have become evidence against her. What? That ties things up quite nicely. The blood stains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty. Erasing evidence. That reminds me, this guy's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But... Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water. This corresponds to defendant Miss Lana Sky. Hold it. Oh, little girl. What did you say? Oh, because she said that she's on the prosecutor's side. So she's a little peeved. What did you say? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well... I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. You're not helping yourself, that's for sure. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else? Oh no, Edward. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments, and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cuff-up queen. Look at this. Another photo. Photograph? Photograph? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest. The white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Yeah, the floor's wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was awash with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Right? Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Oh? Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well, this time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. No? Yeah, objection. Hell yeah. Hold on. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? No. Not allowed. Whatever it is, can it wait? No, literally it cannot. No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah, I'll think later. Bluffing again. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. The body's position? Because wasn't he, like, his body, like, his head was out this way? No? Okay, no, not that. Okay. So probably Mr. Wright. Open your eyes, Mr. Wright. Think scientifically. Suppose since we've come this. Okay, I'll try it again. So if it's not that, then I think it's the thing in the muffler. Thing in the muffler. Problem is, in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Miss Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no traces of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. No, in the muffler of the car. A muffler is also on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So, what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? It does, because it's probably her scarf. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's see what Mr. Wright has on his mind. And that's why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case. Because... Yeah. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in the earlier testimony. Muffler? Ugh. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Well, it seems we have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do have a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene expected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. That was close. But we made it, at least for now. Escort will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? Be continued. Alright. I did terrible at that at the trial. Alright. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Yes. Yes, they are. Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers? Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. They say you showed a red cloth to a bull will fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come to take a look and see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That's hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen at least 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about the other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall, the whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. No, don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blown at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee. Alright. Oh, February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Need a drink. I'd like to resume? What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That forward brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes. Your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened, Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it's time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable. Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. Who's there? Oh, right, this guy shows up. What's with this guy? Strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he?
Who is this dude?
Oh, it's you! You gonna say something? Oh, sorry I'm late. Gee, the roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, gee, how you been? Swim much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Why is he called Udgy? Like Judge, but Udgy. What? That's a weird nickname. Busy, snizzy, Udgy, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Udgy seems to be his nickname for the judge? I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Uh-huh. So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. The thanks? So sorry about your, little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime, jolly. Look, Lil Worthy. Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? District chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking officer in the entire district.
Oh.
Name's Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into the exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. I don't like that he just stares for so long.
Right.
It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Wait, that said SL-9. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigations are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? No, wait a minute, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Oh, didn't you hear me? Ooh. Have a look at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth? But that's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had... Your head's in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you are the person in charge. I'll accept a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean this mess that you made. Ooh. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor. Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it for me, I wonder? Yes. Well, I think all you have to do is push the switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point at people anymore. Very important.
True. That kills the whole series if you can't point it
I
anymore.
mean, that's like his whole thing is pointing. Come on, just open it. Hurry up and open it. Fine, I get. Okay, they're just doing it for me. Okay, I'm not allowed to have fun. I'm not allowed to press the buttons. Alright, let's see here. Yep, that's the SL-9. I'm guessing it means, like, the second piece of evidence.
SL9, hey!
Yeah, I told you that note was important. Wow, don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? Something happened. Switchblade added to the court record. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify this for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife? Sure thing, not a problem, not even a little one, really. Oh, new viewer, hello. Law cause a cut would prevent pointing and gavel whacks. They're very important to a courtroom to be able to point and hit the gavel. Even though he has another hand he could possibly hit the gavel with. But anyway, yes, very important things you need in a courtroom. Yes. Department and disorder. Yeah. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. There is. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, huh? It's not officially linked to this case here, so I can't talk much about it. But it is. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush information, Edgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. So there was another murder that happened at the police department at some point. Don't know exactly when, because he's not, his hush information. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Okay, so he was killed at the same exact time. What a coincidence. Order. Anyway, we at the department well flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places? Chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well, however. Keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Alright. Permanent disorder. Okay. This is what I can't say how here. Excuse me. Special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler! Unless there's evidence proved to connection. Okay. There is a piece of evidence, this. But I don't know if it's gonna... I'm just gonna, maybe sharp a little bit. I'm pretty sure that's it, but sometimes the timing's all weird. Just no, you can't press that now. Yeah, there we go. So you were supposed to be smart and figure out it's upside down. Okay, wait a second. At last, an honest to goodness objection! This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Honest to goodness, what do you mean, Brahmaji? This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7S12/2? Nah. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around, what do you get? It was Leon again! God damn it, Leon! God damn it,
Leon.
It was Leon.
Definitely Leon.
God damn it, Leon. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Okay. Gasp! Aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. So 9. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order, order. Well, Chief. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't really sure to do an investigation. Something happened to the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, right, oh my boy? Sharp, hungry. So, what something did happen, and why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? Okay. No matter, I understand. You were busy with what? With Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? A detective was killed in the police department, see? What a mess! Who was the police? On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact surprising, isn't it, Udgy?
Is that the dude who came with, like, the one report thing? And he's like, oh, something happened, and don't bother me, because
I
it
think,
wasn't particular.
yeah, I think he sent something. Yeah, he sent a note to Edgeworth about the murder at the police department, but Edgeworth was like, no, I'm busy. So he sent that other officer to go tell Edgeworth, or send a note to Edgeworth. So, yeah. I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. Let's get sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. One thing only? I don't know which one thing I ask. Where? How? Welcome back. Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife. A knife.
Crazy.
That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit we're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same because of the time. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. Seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. Time of the crime, yeah. 15. Very coincidence. 5:15. 5:15. But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? Murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Probably even less than that, really. Chief Gantz, please tell us more about the incident. It's not eventually linked to this case here, so I can't talk much about it. But it kinda is. How can you say there's no connection? Oh, because I'm the chief of police! I can't just say anything. Oh, please, Rhino, you understand. Try to understand Righto. He's calling you Righto now, too. Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there's something that ties the two murders together? Whatever it is, I better find it and get on this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife. What was it doing there? I better check this knife out. Okay. Knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the apartment's evidence room. So this knife was stolen, yes, on the day of the murder. So it is connected to this case. Now they're telling me the okay. So won't serve. Then I'm gonna show this knife because it was found in the muffler. So it does have to do with it. Okay, no. Okay, so it would be if you can prove that something was related. Okay. I think that's smart. So I can't talk much about it. Yeah, it is, though. It is connected. What? That's not right? What? Okay, hold on. Let me ask it about again. Killed us. So, behavioral. Okay. Here's the deal. Okay, I'll tell you one thing. Okay. Where the victim was found, or when the victim... I'll try the victim. Where was he found? So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room with... Oh... Okay, there we go. I can say the crime took place in the evidence room of the police department. They have evidence room? Wait a second, I have heard of that. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? Yeah. Says evidence? Yeah, it was stolen from the evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy. Happy. We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gat to testify about the details. Okay. So I think now I can be like, hey, now it's actually related to the case, to the police. No, not the right thing. What? 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 Okay. Can you try pressing on this again? Okay. Chief, there we go. The defense position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Wright. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room. Indeed, there do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. Stare. You two make a good pair. See, he even ships Wright and Edgeworth. See, he knows. He knows. Mr. Edgeworth knows. I mean, not Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Gant knows. Took my man 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? There are no coincidences. Absolutely none.
Nope, 0.
Yeah, none. I'll corroborate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? Why not? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, the case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Okay. Division? Okay, well, what division was the victim stationed in? Oh, you want to know that, do you? Criminal Affairs, Division 1. Detectives responsible for homicide cases. Okay. Homicide. That would be the same division as Detective Gumshoe. Detective Goodman, who was killed in the underground parking lot, was homicide too. It's almost like a serial killer was after homicide detectives. Except that serial killing happens simultaneously, scientifically speaking. It's not scientifically speaking, it's just the facts. Well, I sure hope Detective Gumshoe isn't the next on the list. I don't think he's worth killing. Let's be honest here. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office, and one at the police department, and that can't be a coincidence. And that knife! What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. This was about... Okay, let me go back to the... Go back... Have some of this again. Let's see. You're going to tell... Okay, I'm going to tell more. Well, okay. So, victim's ID number? Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name, after all. Oog, we keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The murderer is... 5842189. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Wait a second here. That don't make sense. Well, that's quite long. And you have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8, 2... I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police report? Yes. Yes, it does. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Phoenix. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department. Tells you something. What does it tell you? The ID. His ID. Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on a prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news. Ooh. Burn. Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time? But apparently they're the same detective? Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh ho! Is it yours? I'm not a police officer. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Wright. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. Edgy with the snapback. Oh yeah. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait. ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82? I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right. Again! The number the chief of the police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, right. What does this... That's right, Ashworth. mean? That's what I want to know. The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does that sound? I keep hearing like a badoop, or is that you? Maybe it's you, Scott. You making badoop sounds?
No.
Okay, I don't know what that was. Weird. Oh, I think it's getaway thing. Okay. What does our witness think about that? Oh, Sharp has attacked Rhino. Sharp has attacked. Wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yes, the detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is the same person was killed at the same time and in a completely different location? Oh shit, what is going down? Order, order, order. Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Well, you ignored the message. Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said, wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! Excuse me, but this Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, on the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. Wait, your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the last Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Gah. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He didn't seem challenged. That's kind of mean to say. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I
would have saved face. Yeah. Lots of face. It's almost like this is to make Edgeworth look bad.
No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. Ooh.
Somebody's got a grudge.
No, what was the second rule of evidence law? What, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, I know this. Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. Ah. The connection was just proven by Wright over here. Good job, Wright, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! Oh, I turned so mad. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's shit just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do, you'd better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day, as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned. To be continued. But I think I'm gonna end it early-ish tonight, because, like, this is a good stopping point.
Okay.
And this case is a lot longer than I thought it was. Plus, I don't remember it all, so we're messing it up. I'm messing it up a lot.
I mean, it's if there are a few more bumps along the way, it's more fun.
Yeah, it is, but it's taking me longer, because that was, like, the whole first day. Like, the first, like, investigation and then trial. Which usually there's 3 trials that happen.
There's 3 trials to this case.
Usually there's usually 3 days of trials that happen. In each case, usually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, if it's a good stopping point, I guess it's a good one, I guess.
Yeah, just because, like, it'd only be 30 minutes, and it's like, that's gonna be really annoying to try to remember all the evidence and stuff for next week. Plus, I have some stuff I gotta do tonight, so it would be good to get off a little early.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, it was fun.
Yeah, so we will find out more about a lot of very suspicious happenings going on.
There is certainly a group of people with a lot of grudges, put it that way.
Oh yeah.
There's definitely some shenanigans going on.
Lots of shenanigans going on, but what? Who? We don't know the killer this time. Like, usually in the other ones it would show who the killer is in the beginning. We don't know.
Yeah, we have no idea.
We don't know what happened.
It's also strange that Miss Sky, the suspect or whatever, our client, is protecting the. She's doing. If she's not protecting, then she feels guilty. She feels like she deserves her fate or something. I don't know what's going on here, but it's very suspicious. It's very strange, and I want to know why she's protecting or she's deflecting or whatever she's doing, because she's up to something. She's not telling us a whole bit.
Yeah,
But I feel like that's like half the case in these cases. Our client doesn't want to tell us the whole thing.
Yeah, usually not, except like for the actor dude. He literally had nothing to tell us. He's just like, I was asleep the whole time.
Yeah.
He really.
I mean, he got framed for it.
Yeah.
Pretty heavily framed.
But yeah, for a lot of some of it, it was like, didn't know. Well, Maya, she told us basically everything that she knew. It was just like, obviously Edgeworth doesn't want to tell us stuff. But that had probably do more with Edgeworth's pride and stuff.
Yeah, he certainly has a lot of pride, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. Yeah. But he's gotten kicked down from his high horse a bit with Wright.
Yep.
So next time we will find out much more about this very interesting case.
Okay. Alright. If that's it, then I also got some stuff to do then.
Okay. I'll see you next time.
Alright.
Yes.
Bye.
Oh, wait. Is that what I went? No, stop. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna end it a little early tonight. Clearly, this is the perfect time to bring the parrot to do this to the stand again, of course. Do you think Edgy will ever be right about things? Who knows? Who knows? Sometimes he has been. He... Before the parrot case, we were like Phoenix was like really stuck on the end of a case, and Edgeworth actually pointed something out for us, even though it was like if he didn't, our the defendant would have been made the killer. So I don't know, there's a couple times where Edgeworth has been right. But I think that will be, yeah, it for tonight. Let me bring this up. This screen. I need to change this. I need to change up a lot of stuff with my stream, but I am lazy. Let me see if anybody's like online that I want to like raid. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe not. I don't know. Hmm. 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 Yeah, I don't know. I need to make I need to make more stream friends. More stream friends. Let me see if there's like anybody playing. Oh, it's this person. Oh, this person's playing the same case that we're on right now, but they're further in the case, so I'm like, I don't wanna I'm pretty sure this is Japanese. Yeah, or Chinese? Chinese, so I'm like, nope, that doesn't really work. I need to make more friends. Let's try, let's see if anybody's playing Danganronpa. Let's look around, see if anybody's playing that right now. Um, hmm. Yeah, sure. Let's read this person here. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't want to go. I don't want to spoil anything. So, no, can I please have my, can I see the chat? Thank you. And then you need to be able to see the name of the person I'm trying to raid, please, and thank you. So I can just, no, so okay, no. So bad at this. I'm so bad at this. I got, no? Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, so I think I just do slash raid and then put their, uh, okay. So we're gonna go raid Ragdoll Reina, who's playing Danganronpa the first game. So we'll check what she's doing. What? But I'll probably get off soon. But we'll send whoever's watching over here. Well, I have to do the verifying with my phone. I don't want to do that. Whatever. You guys have fun over there. See you next week for more Ace Attorney. Bye-bye.